This is Victor Antonio with the Sales Influence Podcast, continuing the conversation on the upside of a down market and how to sell through a recession. This is your moment to help struggling clients. Now, I had a client many years ago, it was a customer in Panama, and they had made a sizable investment in a wireless system. The system wasn't performing. Now, the problem was that the money was tight, we were going through a recession. The question is, what will they do or what could they do? And I remember the general manager of the facility contacted me. We had a one-on-one meeting. He basically, I don't want to say cried on my shoulder, but basically cried on my shoulders. Told me his problems, told me his woes. And we really had to kind of struggle to find a way to try to help them. And again, one of the things we relied on was we had products that maybe wasn't top tier product. I couldn't sell him the top tier product because he couldn't afford it. But I said, you know what? You don't need to buy all this. And we figured out different configurations for his systems that he can do using, I'll say, more efficient products and not having all the bells and whistles. And we were able to work through the designs, figure out the right structures, and then put a great system together for them to meet at least their minimum needs. And typically when we're looking at a price point, when we did that, as opposed to selling the top tier products, we took that number down by maybe 60%. We weren't losing money. We weren't making as much money, but we weren't losing money. And it was a win for them because, again, they were able to repair their system, replace it in some cases, and use our system to grow their business. Fast forward a few years later, when their business started turning around, we had just created one of the most loyal customers in the market. They remembered that we were there, specifically me. I was there for them when they needed help. And this is the type of credibility that you can build with your customer right now. Ask yourself, do you have a client today or clients who are struggling or perceive they're going to be struggling because of the recession, right? And if they're struggling, how can you help them? And again, it's going to be some give and take here. And I did not sell the most expensive system, which means I didn't make the most profit. But nonetheless, it was a win-win. They got what they wanted at their price point. We still made money, which allowed us to have some cash flow. So we were good. But when the market turned around, they were buying from us and only us. We became their exclusive product supplier, and that's the position you want to be in. Right now, when people need help, more specifically when companies, clients need help, now's the time to say, how can I help? How can I serve? How can I help you? Let them tell you what they need. Really, it's going to take you pulling teeth to get some honesty going here. If you have a good relationship with the customer, it's not going to be that hard. But if you have a new client and you just really need to have that heart-to-heart conversation, how could we help you? Letting them know, look, profit aside, we want to make money, you want to be profitable, we want to be profitable. What can we do? Where can we give? Where can we take? Where can we make this work? Where can we meet in the middle? Now's the time to have those conversations. So go back into your CRM. Look at some of your clients. Maybe they've stopped buying over the last month or two because of what's going on. We're moving into this recession, right? We're pulling back. And again, this is the time to begin having those discussions. How can we help? What can we do? How can we help you get the most out of what you currently have? Or how can we sell you something that's not going to be over the top, but maybe meet your need at a minimum standard, minimum level, and it'll be good enough for your market, and it'll again satisfy your customer base. What can we do to help you? Is it more training? Is it more support? Tell us what you need. Now's the time to help your clients, and in the long run, it's going to pay off.